And we're live. Hey, welcome to another episode of Easy Sports. And today, I'm joined by Sihle and Hlanga Mike. What's happening, Bafetu?
Why
What's
not
up?
Chelsea's finest?
Oh, yeah, Chelsea's finest. Yeah. It's just that Mike, he's a bit disgruntled with his club. I'm not sure if he's still fine, but
Why,
yeah.
Mike? Mike, speak your truth. Why are you disgruntled?
Nah, dude, I think I'm not disgruntled, dude. I've come to terms with what my club is doing.
All right. So you're good now. So grand.
I sizobona ntwana. Sometimes if you do, but sizobona phambili.
Yeah.
And that's exactly it. Even with the Chelsea right now, the moves
Yeah.
that they're making, I don't want to be too lit and excited, but they're making the right moves, if I can put it that way.
I know, beautiful. They really are. I mean, even with the players that you guys are getting rid of, I mean, you're doing it at a very fast pace. You're not wasting any time. You just want everything to be done before the season begins. And yeah, you guys are moving like a big club, I must say.
Yeah. And the episode that Mike has joined us is the episode where they're going to announce Big Rom moving to Italy.
Oh yeah. I saw 35 million.
35
How do you,
million.
how do you
Is it?
feel, Magic
Wait.
Mike?
Have they agreed?
It's there about they're almost there. I think on the wage side, he's going to free up. He's going to free up funds. So they just cut in that loss. 35. They want him. They can have him.
Yeah.
Pulisic
But
now
you-
is Pulisic now. I
22.
think he's gone now.
22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
But
one that's left behind is Ziyech, because he failed his medical in Saudi Arabia for whatever reason. He says his knee is fine. It had nothing to do with the medical. And then who else is leaving? Fofana. He's going out on loan.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, man, at least you guys are making the moves and you're very efficient about it. But I just wanted to check from Mike, how do you feel about Big Rom leaving? You know, is it a huge sigh of relief? Come back.
Dude, I didn't want him at the club, Joe.
Yeah.
One of the people advocating for him, so it doesn't make a difference in my life. Look, I mean, when Zhao left, ne, and Havertz left, if it was disgruntled, ne. But I can't believe in the process if they're going to be playing the youngsters. Like we've got that other, what's that Brazilian Santos, and then that other Italian kid. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Casida or something like that.
Yeah.
And then we got that other guy, that left back from then was busy playing Go Burnley.
Yeah. He's just won the under 21 Euros.
Yeah. So we got him. For some reason, dude, I can believe in this. What the guy that we signed, Jackson, Joe.
Yeah. Jackson from
As a
Villarreal.
Yeah, I can see him. Like, and this, I was having a chat with one of my other friends the other day. I was like, dude, big money signings don't necessarily always work out at Chelsea, Joe. So, like, if you're gonna believe in the youth in Fetu, I'm for it. I mean, imagine if we didn't spend that 16 million last year on Cucurella and we actually believed in a kid like that guy was in Martinson or something like that.
Yeah.
We didn't necessarily need to spend big on Kuribali. Or what's that guy? Is it Fofana also? The CB.
Yeah,
If we
Fofana.
took the process and actually gave Levi Cole a chance, you know what I mean? You could have saved ourselves a couple of quid there. Exact same thing with Aubameyang. I don't think even we recently been linked to that Juventus striker.
Vlahovic.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, dude. Rather trust in your youth. You're gonna go spend like 50, 60 mil and the guy flops. What are you gonna do? And he's probably gonna come in with wages that are sitting
Mason Mount wages.
So it doesn't make sense, Joe. I mean, I like the way my club is moving right now. And it's something I can believe in. Like
Mm.
all we need to get is that guy. What's it? Caicedo, and I think we're done.
Oh,
Yeah. I
you
think
see now that,
we
yeah,
spoke about this on the striker front because there's this we need a big money signing striker wise, and I feel Uguti, if we get a big money signing striker signing, it's going to block off these kids that are on the up. Uproja, had it not been for that injury of his, I think Uproja is ready for prime time. So if you're gonna have Uproja, you're gonna have Jackson, and let them fight it out. I mean, Chelsea, there's quite a few games. It's not as many games as like when you've got Europe but yeah, they kids. Let them fight it out.
and as well, I mean, Onket did also mention this. Your manager enjoys working with kids, so that's
Yeah,
another advantage. I mean, look at players like about Deli Ali, who came out of nowhere. I mean, Deli Ali under Poch was amazing.
yeah.
Of course, in recent times, things have changed. I mean, I don't know what's going on with him, but he
No, I
was
think
a top
he's
player at
fallen
one
out of love.
stage.
He's fallen out of love with the game, and it's showing. He's
Yeah.
more the money has got him, and
Mm.
it doesn't have that hunger. It's that syndrome that rappers have, where when they're hungry and they want to make it, once they make it, the ideas are not the same. I can't remember which box I went and said it would see. Now you're sleeping on silk sheets. You don't wake up at 5 a.m. to hit the gym, but before 5 a.m. you were at the gym. So that
Mm.
hunger is gone from the kid. So that's what's going on. And I think his circle now, Ali didn't have the best of upbringing, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
And his circle is not the best right now. The money is gonna run dry. By the time the money runs dry, it's gonna be too late for him. I think he's out of love with football. He needs someone who's been there to tell him what's like, my guy. Yeah, you've got at most you've got like what 2-3 seasons in you,
Yeah.
top flight, and right now you're busy smoking it away.
Yeah, I know. It's so unfortunate to see him, go through
But
that patch.
I wanted to ask the question because like the Chelsea side is a very young side. So all the senior players are gone, like your Kante, most of them are gone. Silva
Mm.
is still there. Who gets to be captain this season?
It's Silver, bro.
Silver captain, vice captain is Kepa.
Yeah, because of the experience side of, yeah. To be fair, that's a fair, yeah, selection. Of course, with
Mm,
Silva being the Pella Silva captains everything, bro. Even at PSG, AC Milan,
I don't think he
for his
deserves
national
it.
team. But yeah, yo, what are you saying?
I don't think like for the upcoming season,
Hmm.
I'd rather have like I rate Barashile,
Yeah,
I have him starting like in my lineups. He starts, you know.
yeah.
I'll probably put like for fun next to him.
Oh, and then
that's
bench
my
Silva.
and that kid that's coming in from because like now Liverpool want him. I just forgot his name now. It
Levi
keeps me
Bova.
Levi, yes.
Yeah,
Um, I think Silva just he needs to just provide that overarching guidance to these kids. But I think defense wise, you've got Augusto also covering thing on the one side.
yeah.
So I don't think he's gonna play as many games as we expect him.
Who's this guy? Who are you saying is not gonna play?
Silva.
Oh, but it's fine though. I feel like he's at that age where I don't think he expects to play a lot of games himself. I mean, isn't he 38, 39 now?
Yeah, somewhere there. And
Sarah Crowd in fact.
so that's why I'm thinking what's captain wise, who's coming in? Sterling is still very new. He doesn't really I don't see him as a
Yeah,
leader. Yeah.
yeah.
Who ends
Well,
in
he
the
Kepa,
might
middle?
say he might
Kepa,
put Kepa though.
Kepa is captain. Joe. Either
Kepa. Do you think
Kepa.
that? Yeah.
Thing is, in fact, you guys just signed Onana, Onana is similar to Kepa, but he's got mistakes in him. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, no.
So, no, I'm serious, Joe. So
I like what you did there, X. Oh, nah.
So what I'm saying is that I feel like Kepa's been always harshly criticized by Chelsea fans.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't have a bad season last season. I think he was one of our shining outlets. You know, like I've seen him on the pitch. He knows how to get across the messages that he needs to get across on the pitch. He's got good leadership skills. I mean, he was sitting bench for Mendy for almost a year and a half. You know, he wasn't a person that went and made noise about it. So you're looking at it, and it's like from a leadership perspective, even guiding the young ones, he can be like, "Listen, I've been where you at before."
I think
You know,
also remember that incident with him refusing to come out. I think that in itself, he can always say to these young and I've been that confident before, and seeking guidance from people that have played the game and have been there will always help you. So yeah, I think Kepa gets the nod. Yeah, I think he gets it. But no Reese now. He's coming right now. He's very vocal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one for the manager.
I don't know if they'll probably put
Yeah.
Reese, but I think if it's gonna be Silva, but I would have vice captain as
Kepa. Yeah.
You know, I think, like I said, you can only lead when you've been through it, ups and downs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
First super
Comes
chat.
in Kepa.
Swing. Yeah.
It's Kepa, Joe. I don't know why people don't rate Kepa that much. He's not a bad keeper, Joe.
Kit Kat fingers.
Have you seen Onana?
The problem.
Have you seen Onana's highlight reels of it?
Yeah, I've seen Onana in the Champions League final. Same Haaland, same Phil Foden. You know, I've seen him.
So the final
video. You're gonna be crying this season about Onana. Onana's also got mistakes in him.
Man, not the hair, dog. The hair had gang mistakes last season.
Have you seen Onana
so many games?
Have you seen Onana?
Yo, when was that, bro? Wasn't that like 2000?
Have you been even watching? Have you been actively watching Inter Milan games?
Yeah, I'd say I watch Inter here and there, but I'm a Juve fan, so I usually watch Juventus.
Yeah, but then you don't necessarily. It's like, how do I say? People get excited for every little shiny toy, dude. Thinking what you picking up, you're gonna drop a diamond, thinking you're gonna be picking. I mean, you're gonna drop gold, ne? Until that time, if you're going to go
picking up shit.
Yeah.
So this is for Mike. You know, successful long pass attempts, 23%. Forward passes, 14th in the league. Short stop ranking, 16th.
Which season is this, Joe?
No.
He's in the top, dude. He's got the highest save percentage this season, Joe. In the last season, he was in the top 3, top 4. Where is he getting his stats from?
Where is he getting?
We need some Harvard Star reference in there.
Where are
you getting his stats from, dude? He was one of the top 4 in terms of save percentage, Joe.
We need Harvard Star reference in
top
there.
5, somewhere there, dude.
Yeah. No. So
we
need a reference there. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that we are gonna, of course, agree with everything we see here. I'm, keeping an open mind. Hopefully, Sway can provide us with source.
It's Takalani Sesame stats here, too.
Okay. I can't pronounce this word. Is it squawka? Oh, squawka. I know squawka, the website. Yeah.
Nah, Fetu. Can we get like a proper player profile, dude? Because people are gonna go nitpick whatever they want to pick.
Yeah, I'll check. Squawk. Hey, man. Let me also check here, man, Mike.
Okay, now he has us checking stats.
Yes, he has us checking stats and shit, bro. Being more technical and stuff. Because he has to back what he's put in there. Because people can believe this, and we don't want that. We don't want people just jumping onto the bandwagon.
It's fine while you search, but just on keepers.
Yeah.
Gents, are you going to talk about David?
Yeah, let's talk about David Buffett. Can I go
Nah,
first since it's my
you
club?
guys did him wrong.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Like,
Nah,
Tina, we do everyone wrong. We did Rio Ferdinand wrong. We did Patrice Evra. These are multiple. About 40, those two have won Champions Leagues. They've won gang Premier Leagues, and still we mistreated them when they left. We never gave
if
them a
if
proper standout.
we
Yeah,
if the story is true that is out right now, where I don't know whether you guys have seen what they're saying, that you guys offered him a lower package. I think it was taking 50%, because he's currently on like 350 or
no,
325 somewhere.
it's 375. It's close to
375.
400. Yeah.
Yeah, but like he
So
had said, he was going to take a 50% cut.
yeah,
And he was, yeah, he had committed, signed the contract, gave the contract back to you guys. You guys, there's a word I'm looking for. You guys called the contract back and you didn't sign it.
yeah,
And that's when he posted that. That's when he posted that tweet of a clown.
yeah.
It's almost like to say that what's happening at United is it's a circus.
It is.
And next thing, it's like, yeah, I was in. Yep, his contract expires and the guy is gone, and he was willing to take the pay cut. Now it did him
Yeah.
nasty.
I know we were wrong, Bele. Like, especially considering that he is a club legend. Bele De Gea has won every single trophy besides the Champions League, of course, for Man United. There was a period in time where he was arguably the best goalkeeper in the world.
In the league.
Um,
Oh yeah,
and
in the
in the
world. Yes.
league,
Mm.
yeah, I mean, he's won thingy. He's been in team of the season for what I get FIFA best and the Ballon d'Or awards. So he's been up there, and during a period where we were horrendous as a club. I mean, that this was a period where he was literally getting us points. There's that game where we beat Arsenal 3-1,
Ish.
where he made Sanchez. I think Sanchez was just not. It wasn't his day that day because the hair was just saving everything against him. So you are right, Sihle, and I feel like we could have used a better approach. Um, I feel like we weren't if we weren't gonna give him the contract, we were meant to tell him a while ago, maybe even in January, just to let him know, Owuti dog, we're looking uh to another keeper than using you anymore. So for
Did
me,
you guys
I
didn't even
fully
give him an
agree.
opportunity to say goodbye to the fans at the stadium? Like
Hey,
how crazy is that?
Rio Ferdinand didn't say goodbye. Patrice Evra didn't say goodbye. So you see, this is something that is common with our club. Hence, I say we're a state-owned entity.
You saw what
Yeah,
Liverpool did for Bobby
yeah.
last game.
Liverpool have class. Liverpool are more well run than Man United, bro. Now my team is not well run, dog. And like I
It's
said
almost
again,
like
we're a
it,
state-owned entity, bro.
it's almost like it's almost
Yeah,
like these niggas where they've got this chick they've been with, ride or die.
yeah.
The money comes through, then you're like, nah, peace.
Hey, peace. Yo, but to Kaiser Chiefs settings, dog. Like, it's messed up, bro. It really is, like, to say the least. And Nami, I'm not grand. I even texted in the group that, you know what, we didn't handle this in a professional manner. And you can see even right now, the Glazers want to sell, but the sale has been going on since last year, November, and still nothing has come to fruition. So it just shows you, Tina, what sort of organization we are. We're just pathetic
Nah, I think
in
be
many
at peace with
ways.
the selling. They're
Yeah,
not this
but
this
but
this
my thing
beast.
is that you see what I'm saying. They pretty much they're doing what they did to De Gea. They're saying to him, "No, it's fine. You can take the pay cut." Then in the 11th hour, no, it's no longer fine. We're no longer interested in you. So that's pretty much that what they're doing to even Abo Sheikh Jassim and of course Abo Radcliffe of this world who wanna
The
purchase the
broke
club.
billionaire, as you put
Yeah,
him.
he is. I know he's a broke billionaire, bro. Like,
Why do you call him a broke billionaire,
yeah,
man?
You ex
amongst billionaires, he ain't got the shake money, Mike. There's tears, dog, I need in everything. You know, I know I don't have a billion there, but intanga zakhe, dog. They'll call him a small boy. That's what chief. You're not like us, dog. We got a lot of billions in the bank.
So you wanted oil money? Huh?
Heavy, dog. And not only, and the reason why I want the oil money, I just want owners who want to compete, similar to how you guys had Abramovich. Hey, now Snoopy. Hey, Jumbo Michael Snoopy.
My hands are in my pocket, kids. Like this guy just
Yeah,
comes in and he sits here.
I know it's all Gucci. It's all Gucci. Yeah, yeah. But I'm just saying, Mike, like, I just want structure, bro. I want owners that want to compete. It's like even with you weren't concerned under Abramovich whether Newcastle was bought by Saudis or Man City were moving crazy because you knew that your owner wants to compete all the time. He invests his money accordingly. There's structure, in how he spends his money. I mean, he left your team at a high. You guys were Champions League winners, right? If I'm not mistaken. You're European champ. Yeah, you're Champions League winners when he left, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
You know, so
Yeah, it was
you,
at the
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
He
you
got.
guys were the
I think it
reigning
was at the
champions.
stadium. I think.
Yeah, you guys were the reigning champions of Europe, bro. And all your success is because of the owner that you guys had. Bromovich doesn't play games. He's ruthless as fuck. I mean, this guy fired Ancelotti while he was on the field in Jewati Chief.
Shine.
After he won 2 trophies for you guys, FA Cup and the league title.
But also on the flip side,
Yeah.
gents, let's have a look at it in both sides. United is also the owners. They are ruthless in a way because De Gea, his price was coming down. De Gea, among mistakes, he started to be the De Gea of old, where he had mistakes in him. The one thing that I don't understand is why let him go before you've secured Uonan, because you've given the selling club the upper hand. Because the selling club, they know what you're desperate. They've put a 60 bar on Onana, and by the looks of things, 50 million was declined because Bafuna the 60.
You see, dog.
You know what's the problem, Fit?
Yeah.
The Italian clubs are sick with that, Fit. You go try buy one of their players, and Fit, they charge exorbitant prices, and Fit. When they're trying to get your players, and Fit, they want to give you peanuts.
100%. Yeah, no, Mike is right with that. Yeah, no, but Mike is correct. Like, they're not fair in how they move because they're out here offering, like, for instance, with Lukaku, 35 bar. I mean, you guys could easily get like 50 for Lukaku. Not that I rate Lukaku, but it should be around that region. Yeah, well, whereas now they out here telling us that about Osimhen are worth 150 million, which for me is bullshit.
In Napoli doesn't mess around.
Yeah.
Napoli,
Yeah.
if you're gonna be negotiating in Napoli, you're wasting your time. Napoli is like Levy.
Yeah, I know.
Levy doesn't play games. Levy has turned down 80 million for me buying.
Yeah, listen to that, bro. But let's be honest. Yeah, can we segue to Tottenham? Yeah, I want to ask you guys a question. Like, you see, Harry Kane, he's one of those players that he's like the best, one of the best in his position, and arguably one of the best strikers to play in the Premier League, from a goal scoring standpoint. And he's never won anything, I mean, other than an Audi Cup. Yeah, well. Like, in your guys' opinion, him moving to Bayern Munich, of course, Bayern are a club that their league is a guaranteed. I mean, not last season they were pathetic, but they still managed to win the league title, all because
in the last game, in the last 30 minutes,
all because about Dortmund they decided to fumble the bag. But I personally feel a Bundesliga title, which is something that is guaranteed, isn't something that will, how can I say this? It's not a trophy of that actually puts him on a greater pedestal. We're not all gonna go like, shit, well done. You won the Bundesliga.
What's the shield? Yeah.
It doesn't weigh as much.
It puts him in very good standing to win the Continental Cup.
You see, for me, if you
So
bring the
if
Champions
because
League,
if Bayern
yeah,
Munich, when it comes to the continent, if Bayern Munich always push. They have those odd
yeah,
seasons where they don't make the last eight. But when it comes to
yeah,
continental football, they're right up there. Ask
100%.
Arsenal.
Yeah. Yo, no, you are right. They do have a like they're very good in continental cups, and of course, in recent times they've been ending in the quarterfinals. And
Mm.
so, if Kane would, make his mark in the Champions League for Bayern and potentially even get them to win the trophy, because I do believe that they're more than capable of winning the Champions League under Tuchel. If is he still the coach anyway, Tuchel, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken?
yeah.
Because I've been hearing rumors, but of course, my
I
sources
think
got sway, you know.
to
I
verify your
play,
source, Ndata,
I
verify your
play,
source.
I'm
Just because
playing sway.
just because it's got a blue tick on Twitter, it doesn't mean it's verified.
Yeah, I mean, you can buy that shit now, dog.
You
Like now,
can.
I can
It's eight
easily buy
dollars.
one, and then just
Yeah,
how much is it
it's $8 per month.
per month? Izwe
Mm.
nje yabo nami ngayithenga nje ngipost unonsonso ngithi yeah, this is some legit shit. Meanwhile, nah,
Akamu
this
uswe I copy as is. Ati
yeah. Yeah,
take
so
it.
as you can see, I'm sorry, Sway. Askisi Jayam, dog, Sisonke boy. Don't worry, dog. Don't take it personally. I'm just fucking
But
with you.
I think
Yeah,
on Spurs, so I
yeah,
watched the manager having his first press conference.
yeah,
Um, I didn't watch. I don't think anyone watches his Celtic unless you are from that side of the world.
yeah.
But he's a one season wonder who had his Celtic playing beautiful football. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe the problem is that I was watching highlights where they nitpick the best moments. But
Mm-hmm.
from what I saw of his Celtic, they play beautiful football, like watchable football. The flip side of the coin is them not buying as many players as I feel they need for them to get back to the top six that they perceive themselves to be in. Medicine is a decent buy, but medicine doesn't medicine. Are they going to stick him to be what, the 10 or the 8? Because remember how Kane likes playing now, where Kane
Yeah.
likes dropping in. He's not yet like a conventional number 9, where he sits up front. He now drops and then he pings them up passes, gets everybody involved. So Kane and Madison in the same team. I don't know how they're going to work that out, but I do think also they need plus minus 4 good signings
Mm. Yeah,
because they
yeah, yeah.
far.
Apparently
But
they in for
another
Gallagher.
they in for who?
They want Gallagher.
Ah,
Abamtat, no, like I'll be happy.
Connor.
I think at Chelsea, there's 2 players that I'm wanting for us to let go. Gallagher, I think Gallagher he's busy on the field, but there's no end result. He'll get you like a goal ever so often, but like his work rate is up there, but the output corner we born.
Yeah.
And then Uziech. Uziech, I think, is one of those temperamental players that either is going to get along with the manager or the manager is going to come in Jan at Zaravai.
Yeah. I know. I mean, I get where you're coming from, but there's also a few players coming back from loan. Okay, there's one player I can think of, Ndombele. Ndombele is coming back from loan. He's a very technical baller, and this manager, as you said, with Celtics, he had them playing very entertaining and expansive football. So Ndombele is a Scudetto winner. We forget that he was part of the Napoli side that has won the Scudetto. So I do think that as much as most people have written him off, I do think this coach may use him especially as a ball carrying midfielder, because that's pretty much his strength, and he's also very press resistant. Um, but of course, with Madison, I think him and Kane can build a dope partnership, in the sense that they can interchange. If Kane decides to sit and be the number 10, Madison can,
Then
go
go
out,
up front. Yeah,
go
it could
up
work
and
if they
it could
if they
work.
rotate it like that.
It could work, in my opinion. And I'm not gonna sleep on Spurs because even though I know Bentancur, is he coming back with Bentancur? Because
That
Bentancur
one,
that injury, it
I don't
really
know.
it messed up. It really messed up Tottenham's season. That injury of his, bro. Because after that injury, that's when the L started coming at a very, very fast rate, bro. At a very fast rate. And
What's the
then
secret name that Tottenham have?
which one?
What's the
The guy that they got from Brighton.
Hobia. Hoibia.
Hobia? Yeah.
No, the guy that they got from Brighton, the black guy.
Oh,
Oh,
Pasuma.
mm.
Yeah, Pasuma.
He's another one that is that
Yeah.
needs to
If
put
you
his
get the
stuff.
right manager, you can get back to the standards.
Mm.
It was like when he was at Brighton.
Yeah.
100%, Mike.
But
Hence I'm
they've got
saying.
Richarlison had a horrible season. Richarlison had a season to forget about.
Aye,
Wait,
guys.
hear me out.
Ish.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
Hear me out. He had a horror show. And this man starts for Brazil, my guy. You don't just start for Brazil.
Well, Brazil are stiff, bro. Brazil are not the Brazil of old. This is not the Brazil of when we were kids.
That's not the point. That's
Brazil,
not the point I'm making. I don't care the identity.
amazing.
I don't care the identity.
Brazil. Inshallah, Senegal. Senegal piped them 4-2, dog. 4-2 at home. Since when does that happen, bro? I've never seen that, bro, ever. And they're catching 4 against Senegal, dog.
You saw the German
talk
game,
about Brazil.
Senegal and Germany.
Germany Germany had, man. Even the women's team, did you see? Zambia 3-2. See what I'm saying? There's something going on there in Germany that we don't understand, bro. I angazi come back. I beg your pardon?
Sonsteiger blames Pep.
Blame him for what? Yeah, Swain Jayami. Name me 4 top Brazilian strikers who had a good season last year. Let's start with Mike. Yeah. Let's go, Mike. Aziz.
Jesus.
Yeah?
He had a decent season.
Okay, fine.
And then he got injured at the crucial time, but he had a brilliant season. He carried Arsenal for the longest.
Okay, you
But
got
the other guys are wingers pretty much.
Martinelli.
But Martinelli is a winger.
Yeah, he is. And he didn't even get selected for the World Cup. But we move. Next. Richarlison. My face.
No, but
from Rivaldo, Ronaldo, Romario. Even Luis Fabiano, bro, in the 2010 World Cup did some bits, bro. And now our Richarlison. That just shows you the standards, bro. Brazilian footballers are no longer the same, dog. They can't dance. Back in the day, everyone they could dance, but I was shy samba boy, everyone.
You reminded me of those Nike ads. Do you remember those Nike ads?
Because everyone could do that. Now, bro, they stiff, dog. Can't even do a young version, dog. Before, dog, it's Brazil, man. For me, man, Brazil have fallen off, bruh. And that's because I think the reason why they've fallen off is because they're focusing more on playing the way European footballers play. They need to come back to their principles, bro. Brazil was about flair. That's the reason why they were so amazing at football. And I'm not saying everyone was a flair player. That Gilberto Silva wasn't a flair player.
Dunga was never.
Yeah, but Dunga was. Yeah, but essentially the core of the team, especially the attackers. Yeah, let's talk about the attackers. The attackers all had flair, bro. Even the bench players had flair.
Remember the time of Robinho?
Dude, and Robinho wasn't even a Ballon d'Or winner, but bro, he had scores.
Who was that
He
other
had
player that was famous
scores.
for the step overs? Not Ronaldo. The other
Oh,
No,
player.
that's
Who was
Robinho, Joe.
Danielson. Even Danielson. The one
Danielson,
who
yes.
the one who has a whole
Danielson.
record, bro, for
For
holding
the
on to the
most
ball
among
for
the
a
step
minute.
overs. Yeah.
Yeah, and even holding on to the possession for a minute, bro, on the field, dog. That's the Brazil that we are accustomed to, Mike. I don't msangano lo wano, man.
Yeah, no.
Dog, it's rubbish, bro. Like the Brazilians of today, bro, are not the same, bro. I'm sorry, bro. It is
But
what
I
it
think
is.
don't you think it's like European football influencing everyone else? Because even
It
they can
is.
even come back locally, ne? Like
Yeah.
Bafana used to be a good team, late 90s, maybe early
Yeah.
2000s. In that time, we had flair players, in fact.
Exactly.
It was
We had
Cassie style.
flair. Cassie flair.
But I think
Dog.
James, but also Ikasifle Nayo, hey, we've taken it to the extreme. I was watching the Phillies Cup.
Dog, you can't
Ay, ay,
compare
ay, 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 ay,
that.
ay.
I don't
Nah,
feel his
it's
cup, dog. I don't feel his
no.
cup is crazy, dog.
We take it to the extreme.
Ah, but you need to stick to your type, dude. Like I think
Yeah.
I remember once when I was watching Pirates versus Tottenham,
Yeah.
They gets these English guys or the European guys frustrated. You know
Mm,
what I mean? And then that's when
Yeah.
people start getting yellow cards, red cards.
exactly.
Was it not City? No, it was
No, it
Spurs.
was
No, it's a
Spurs.
Spurs. It's a Spurs. It's
Yeah,
a
Harry
Spurs versus
Redknapp was
Spurs.
even complaining, dog, that it's showboating. Uh, they don't respect us. Ted,
Yeah, but it's also
Simba.
shit like that. If it plays on the player's psychology, like
Exactly.
very skillful. Ne? As soon as a
Mm,
player gets a yellow card, ne, they're not gonna be inclined to be as tight on you anymore or make that tackle.
yeah,
And that's essentially like opens up space. In fact, it's like
it
we don't
does.
need to all be road runners. In fact, we
We
don't need to all be.
don't. There needs to be
You
a
know what I
mixture,
mean?
Mike. I fully agree with you, bro. There needs to be a mixture, but the core, like I said, the attackers for Brazil, when you look at the attackers of old, dog, we're not even going too far. 2010s, dog, they all were flair players, the attackers, bro.
I've
But
got
then,
another question.
ah, but
I've
anyway,
got
yeah,
another question, but this time, right, it's Liverpool. Good team. Their defense.
yeah.
They what's his name? Fuck his name. His name runs away with me now. He didn't have the best of season last season. Fuck. They bought
Van
him from
Dijk,
Southampton. Van Dijk,
Van Dijk,
yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't.
Is there pressure on him this season?
Uh, from I'd say not from Liverpool fans. I don't think Liverpool fans have a problem with Virgil. Like one thing I can tell you about Liverpool fans, especially if you like look at, especially when we have Shavar in, Shavar has a lot of respect for the players that have won the trophies that they recently won. I mean, they won the entire set, even though they did it once, but they won every single major um, tournament. Um, from us, Tina, the rest of the league, I think Van Dijk is on a decline. I mean, that injury
Mm,
really messed him up, and it's
yeah.
okay. I think it's okay, bro. It's normal for a player to eventually start declining. But let's see whether Liverpool are going to replace him with a new centre back or not. Because when you look at my tip is also on a decline.
Gomez.
Gomez is also a bit shaky. He's not someone who's solid. So Liverpool do need to sort out the defense. They need to get a proper centre back to carry the fort for them. But for me as a United fan, I don't want them to do so. Like, long may the suffering continue. I'm honest, bro.
Isn't you being poetic?
Yeah. yeah. Nah, it's not Vidic inja game of Vidic. Yeah, well. Even John Terry inja
Uvidic
game. I
ubekapha
didn't even
ndo.
put
Uvidic
dog.
ubekhahlela.
Usathi Vidic. John Terry ntanga uhlula uVan Dijk. John Terry was the guy in his prime. How many Premier League titles does he have, Mike? Plus, you love John Terry, bro. You are like a fan of his, even when he cheated and when
What
Bridges
what was Mike
misses.
supposed to do when the
Ah,
net
Mike.
cheated? He
Ah,
was
Mike,
supposed
they
to
got
disown him.
jumping, Mike.
Nah, nah. I used to like remember
Abobani.
Ricardo Carvalho?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cavalli was
Is in the
solid.
game.
That man was a
That could
defender.
kick a ball.
Yeah,
That guy could kick a ball.
I know Cavalli, bro. Yo. Cavalli
I
was
was calm, cool, and
elite.
collected and fun.
Yeah, he was elite. He was elite. Him and Terry,
And
that partnership is so underrated.
there was another Brazilian that we got also who was
Alex.
Alex,
Alex.
Yeah,
Yes.
Alex, the one who could take
blue
free
shot,
kicks.
in fact.
Yeah. Name a defender who can take a shot now in Brazil, like Alex. I'll wait. And Alex wasn't even starting for Brazil, Mike. They are paying champ. It was Conabo Lucio. Isn't just a game. Lucio and Tanga. Remember thingy Jet in Bodyguard from Beijing with that cut, bro. That one, though. I'm not sure if you've watched that film, guys. Haven't you guys watched it? Bodyguard from Beijing.
Nah,
Clear, dog.
talk.
Magic. Anyway, dog. let's move on to another question from
Okay.
Sway.
I do. I do. Sorry, I do. I rate him. He's a cool, calm, collected 19-year-old. The problem will come in where if he goes to a team like your Arsenal at a very high price, in that if I'm saying at a high price, also bench. And I feel he needs more game time. And he doesn't need that pressure of a high at 19. I rate the kid. I think he's talented. And I think that one game against Liverpool proved, even though Liverpool didn't have the best of midfield, that guy was boxing that midfield in the last game of the season. It's almost like he was on an interview. He was showing himself. He was he was in an audition to the rest of the league. I rate him. If the Arsenal get him, the midfield is sorted for a while.
Yeah. I think he almost probably go to Liverpool. I'm leaning towards Liverpool, and that's pretty much Liverpool have like replacing the current midfield with an upgraded midfield, in my opinion. So yeah, if I were him, fam, I'd go to Liverpool, bro, not Arsenal, personally. That's just me. When I might, do you rate Lavia?
I haven't seen enough of him
Mm.
to actually
Okay,
have
I know
an
fit.
opinion.
Yeah, and
An
he's from
opinion.
Belgium now.
For the price
Well,
tag,
don't say he's
went
from
like
Belgium and Pelela Lab. They've got who's that Everton Belgian midfielder, that lanky guy.
Oh, isn't he Onana as well?
Yeah, he's Pap, man.
Yeah,
He's only
yeah.
good when he plays for the Belgium side. But
Yeah, I know. He is, yeah.
he Aston Villa, gents,
hmm
are they going to be a force to be reckoned with?
Are they in Europa League?
They
Because
are
if
in one of these. Let me
Conference
check.
League. Because Una Emery might,
They
but the
ended
thing is,
seventh.
that Sihle in seventh. Now that means they get either. I think it's Conference League, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it
It,
is.
or if
Yeah,
it's
Conference League.
Europa. Yeah, see if
Conference
they get
League.
Conference League. Another thing is that Sihle in. I always say, bro, these international tournaments
Eat at your
do
squad.
yeah, exactly. They do. I don't know why, especially with teams that aren't used to playing a lot of fixtures like an Aston Villa, it does affect your team in the following season. Because look at West Ham. West Ham were down there, they were pretty much there 15, 16 for the longest time. And then of course they did win the silverware, but it affected the league campaign. So um we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, Una Emre, I can never ever underestimate that man. That man won a Europa League with Sevilla. No, with Villarreal. Villarreal, Buffetu. Like he knows how to get the best out of his players, that man. So for me, um, it's 50-50. I'd say that. They made a very good signing in Tillemans. I mean, Tillemans makes them even more stronger. He gives them more depth in
The same
midfield.
Tillemans you wanted.
Yeah, I did. I like Tillemans personally. I think he's an underrated baller in my opinion. I won't say he's world class, but he is someone who can do the job. If your star midfielder is out and you replace him with Tillemans, I don't think the gap between the two will be significant. He can carry the fort for any top team, in my opinion. But yeah, man, it is what it is. Another man's trash is another man's treasure, and so Aston Villa, Bastodele treasure, and yeah,
And
they
then
almost probably kill it.
and
Yeah, but
then
you rated Tillemans.
Me,
Hmm.
yeah, I did rate Tillmans. I
Yeah,
now
still
you
think,
you wanted him in the rebuilding
yeah.
project that he's got going on
I mean,
in United.
remember what he did to you
Mason
guys.
Mount. I'm nigga number 7.
Tina, we smoking, bro. Like, as in effect, I like Ten Hag, ne? But I'm allowed to question his talent ID. Like, he has to prove me wrong. Like Mount, I want him to prove me wrong. I want to next season when I come on here, I want Mike to come at me and you sit there and say, "I told you so about Mount. There's a baller in there." Because for me,
Who told you so? There's a baller in it.
Asazi, Sithen likes Mount. These are money
And not
Mount.
me.
Bengimbiza bunny?
Money Mount.
Ah, yes.
This guy.
Right now, his money
Then,
amount. I'm happy that he's out of my team, and we got how much?
yeah,
60, was it 55 or 60 million?
yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
think
55
yeah.
plus
Umount, right,
5 million.
Lapagnin. But with Umount, does he start?
Yeah,
He has to start, bro. You can't wear numbers like Britannia will
Ah,
go
boy.
7 and be on the bench, bro.
Ubani,
And you
Ubani,
see,
also replace Aba.
Ericsson.
Ericsson was probably because he's got the legs. I mean, Ericsson's issue last season, of course, near the end of the season, he had two halves to his season. First half, he was
So in midfield,
good.
Jaco is going to be Casemiro, Bruno, Mount, and then you've got Usancho is leaving. I hear. And
I
then you've
hope he
got
doesn't. I
Port.
think we should keep him, Osancho, personally,
Now you have
for one more season.
the problem right now is Salariak. Whoever wants to take him, he's on very high wages.
Bro, we can't even sell Maguire, dog. That's how bad it is. We give him a death row contract, 7 years. That's what we gave him. So, bro,
McFred, are they staying? Are they going?
But my thing is that there's McTominay needs to go before Fred goes. It's like even with Sancho. Sancho can't leave before Harry Maguire leaves. If you get what I mean. It doesn't make sense. Like the way
your
bad players,
it's like you've got them lined up on the exit door.
There's a line, Chief. Like you can't get rid of a player who is pop before, like you get rid of him before a player who was half decent. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying Sancho is a world beater, but he's not Maguire bad.
100 million in fit. Was it 100?
No, 73.
For Maguire.
It was 73 for Sancho, bro.
73?
Yeah, 73.
Excluding add-ons.
Then Maguire 80.
It's all eight, guys. At the same time.
That's the problem, man. I think it's like you said, it's talent identification, dude. Like, I know, even right now, there's that other guy. What's that guy from Florentina? Amrabat, ne?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently, isn't he?
Dog. He's a quality CDM.
Yeah,
and then there was
26.
that guy from also the one that Luis Enrique also praised, the guy from the Morocco that used to play next to, I think his name is Unai,
bro. Unai.
You see, in the World Cup, in Vetu,
hey,
he was doing the things, and you wonder why hasn't any club came in for him? Because people are too focused on stats, where I test.
I say, Mike boy. I
test and that's why, like, essentially now, football, the quality of football is, to some sort of extent, is dropping.
It is
because everyone is worried about the pass completion. But your pass completion, you're
Exactly.
passing back the whole time, Joe.
Bro, I was asking my brother-in-law, he's Italian. I was
Yeah.
like, you guys won the World Cup in 2006 and you won the Euro in 2020. Which team is better, '06 or 2020? Without even hesitating, is like '06 by far. Because that '06 team was wavy, was out of this world wavy. It was elite players only. Whereas when you look at the current Italian team, I know it's not the same, dog. It's not the same. Yeah, well, same thing with Brazil. I put Brazil like Brazil, I don't give a damn, bro. Like they need to know, even if they're watching now, that bro, their standards have dropped. They've allowed their football to drop. You know, it's no longer the same, bro. Even with Argentina, bro, player for player, if you compare Argentina of now with the Argentina of old, bro, Argentina used to have wavy ballers, bro. They used to have wavier ballers than now. But hey,
Well, now they've got
it's me,
who's that kid that just gone to Liverpool from Brighton?
McAllister. You know,
McAllister for
I mean,
McAllister. Even the surname doesn't even sound Argentinian,
yeah,
but yeah.
well, yeah. I mean, even when you look at CDM, you look at Enzo, you look at Mascherano, you look at Cambiaso. I mean, dude,
Mm.
Mascherano and Cambiaso were ballers, bro.
Actually, just
Insanely good.
speaking on
Yeah.
Enzo, I was watching they were showing
Mm.
stats Enzo. Ukuthi last season, Chelsea was playing him out of position, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and but they were more focused on
Hey,
what does Moses.
don't look good on paper, but visually fire.
Yeah. You did call it, Mike. I mean, Crizzle is just
Yes,
he's
guys.
just adding to what you've been saying all along, King. Yeah, well, Mike Mbana. Ah, boy, as in I see.
So
Yeah, let me not.
the whoever
Yeah,
was doing the thing, the heat map, I think it was on Athletic. They were saying what does Moses bring into Chelsea, and one of the key attributes that they both have is they both can go forward as
yeah,
midfielders. But Enzo last season he was playing more the protector in that there wasn't a
yeah.
player to complement him going forward. But now, if he has to get a player like Casiedo, who's going to come in and he's that way, he knows that if he goes forward, he's got protection. And they can vice versa. So that also, that dynamic is going to be very interesting to see because
Yeah.
I don't think Chelsea has gotten the best out of him. Sure, he came in big money signing, and I think a lot was expected, and we were and still playing him out of position. So going forward with Moses coming in, it should be
Hey,
very interesting.
you guys, you see there, bro. That midfield pairing for me is one of the best in England. You see, if you guys get Moise and Caicedo, yeah,
It's not Tinder. I just is overrated.
Awunenkinga njaya.
I swear,
Awunenkinga.
man. Ah, man, like
Unenkinga.
this.
You're one of the reasons why the football standards have dropped recently, fit.
Yeah, swear,
Nah,
bro.
but Sway, there was
Yeah,
a season. There was a season who Zaha
Good.
carried Palace.
yeah. There was, bro.
It's like even saying, João Felix in fit to a test.
Yeah,
16 top
I
10.
don't. I don't want to get excited, but the squad that we are assembling deserves a top 5, top 6 finish.
Are we challenging for the league?
hey,
Kuluma, Mike.
hey, hey.
Okay.
Ushilo boy, like you challenging boy.
You-
You
I
guys
We're not
find
gonna
challenge
the
get
me.
them.
marker.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real.
And this person started the episode with, nah, I've got beef with my team. Now it's like, nah, F this.
I didn't say I believe in my team. I said a couple of weeks ago, Mfana, I didn't
Yeah,
believe in the project of it. But now I
now you
see
believe.
all we need is just what's this Moses Casino, and then we're done with it.
Yeah, and then you niggas are nice now. You
I will challenge
challenging.
you to. Like, have you seen? We've got Santos, that Italian
Hey,
kid. I don't know about Kunku, but time will tell, ne? But
A
I know
lot of
that
people, over they forget the signing. Yeah.
I
I'm
think Kunku's
hopeful.
gonna bang. I think that guy's gonna bang for you guys. You'll be surprised at how good he's gonna turn out to be for you guys. Nkunku has a border chance. He knows football, bruh. Watch. Watch the space. This guy's gonna bang for you guys. Just as long as he's not banging against United, it's fine. Yeah, well, if it's other teams, it's cool.
Now we've
Get
got a tough
bang.
first game, and I
I
think there's
know
going to
you
be
can bring on Liverpool too.
They shy
We're gonna
boy.
hear Fabononi, Cyrus
Yeah.
Jackson.
how tall is
I
Jackson?
am for
How tall is
real.
that kid? He's like six something.
Shit. Hey man, Criso, Yaya Toure had a curse on Man City last in the Champions League, and they ended up winning it. Even though they were
What dropped
arguably
because man, we had Costa. Costa performed.
yeah, I know Costa.
The
Yeah,
problem is if we don't go for these high end where we pay
yeah,
60, 70 mil for a striker and fit.
yeah. Hey man, it's not gonna sway.
Oceans,
It's not just only Broja and Jackson. It's also Nkunku. Don't forget the Frenchman, bro. The Frenchman. That's one country I'd say from a footballing standpoint. Yeah, they producing still. They still producing good footballers in this era. Even though when you look at your Zidanes and your Thierry Henrys of this world, they were wavy, but this current generation is also still pulling up
That's
their weight.
Broja and Jackson up front. We ain't winning the league.
are we
Yeah,
winning
So
the league?
is in the corner of let's pledge out 100 million and bring a striker.
Antona,
yeah.
you go spend
Bring in
100
Kane,
million,
dog.
put him on 200K wages. Next minute, the guy flops. But it's the
Mm,
exact same clowns that were on about Lukaku before he came to the bridge.
mm,
I mean, exact same thing. Look at Alvarez from Man City. In fact, he
yeah,
wasn't that known, though. Came in
dude,
effective.
very effective.
Yeah, it is effective.
Yeah, yo, he should be starting. It's a pity.
Mhm.
Haaland is on another level,
Mhm.
but he starts in majority. He starts at United. He starts at Chelsea. He
Chelsea.
starts at
Yep.
Liverpool. I think he starts at majority of these top teams. Just except Spurs
Spurs.
and because Kane and Fitz, unless if they play, because he can also play behind the striker. Because we've seen Pep use both Alvarez and Haaland at the same time. He can play. And of course, they say get Osimhen. How do you guys feel about Osimhen?
100 what Malin
It's gonna
150.
be another king, Joe.
You
Let's leave
don't.
it with Jackson, Joe.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. And then that's
Let
it.
Jackson cook, Mvanan. Like I'm not for this thing of like spending in excess of
Mm,
50 mil on the striker, Joe. All of those
yeah,
motherfuckers have always flopped.
yeah, yeah.
And that time they won
uh,
250 to or 200K wages.
yeah, they earn a
Cannot get
lot of
them to
money.
books.
Mm,
Like, where's the scouting network? In fact, like Jackson is scouting him. He hasn't popped yet. Give him a chance. You never know.
he never, yeah, he might just score a hat
Yeah,
trick.
because
Yeah,
also Broja is back at training with the first team.
yeah, I know. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm with you there, Mike. It's just, of course, this is Pochettino's first season in charge, so the expectations won't be insanely high. But of
Are we
course, you guys will
challenging for the
wanna.
league, Joe? This is Chelsea, Joe. Are we challenging? Are we challenging for the league, dude?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Hey, Mike, they say trust the kids. Uh,
That's what Arsenal did, dude.
and but
It's in second.
but you can't
They didn't
flex about
spend as
sick.
much. No, but like my thing is, in fact, nah,
Yeah,
rather trust the kids. I mean, these guys, they're pretty good players, dude. We invested money into them. Fit to give them a chance. You never know. I mean,
Yeah.
we managed to pull. What's that? We came fourth. We made a Champions League spot back time when we had that when we were
The
banned from the
transfer
trophy.
ban. Hmm?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when we had Abraham, Abel Mountain. Give the kids a chance, though. There's no use.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, you guys went to go buy Sancho, fit 73 million. Give him high wages. It's hard to get him off your books and fit.
Yeah, I see that. We never learned,
Just
right?
because a
That's all I
player
must
comes
say.
in with a huge transfer fee doesn't mean they're gonna succeed.
Yeah, it doesn't indeed, Mike. It doesn't. I prefer signing someone who is underrated and no one knows, and then they come through and they ball out. For me, that's what I'd prefer for my club. But anyway, guys, yeah, I think
Do you wanna talk about South Africa for quickly before you
yeah,
run
yeah,
with
ish,
the
yeah, because
good
this,
weekend?
yeah, yeah. From. Did you guys watch MMA? Let's start off with MMA.
I'm
You
not a
watch
fan,
MMA?
but I see a
Why?
lot of hype about it.
You,
That's
you
one thing I
prefer
can't get into.
you prefer about Stone Cold, now The
No, I
Rock, now
don't even. I
Randy
don't follow that. I prefer.
Orton? Uh,
Honestly, I'd rather watch boxing than
okay, yeah, yeah,
yeah, than mixed
MMA.
martial art. I yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
but
rather
I'm with you on
boxing.
that. Yeah, now me, I'm a boxing fan. I love boxing. But yeah, man. I mean, there's a guy, Dricus Duplessis. He beat Robert Whitaker, who is one of the best welterweight fighters in the MMA. So I think Dricus will have a shot at fighting with Izzy because Robert Whitaker was number two behind Izzy. Now, since Homeboy lost to Dricus Duplessis,
The one person you can chat with, Tulani, that's
yeah,
his shit. Like Sunday morning, guys up at
yeah.
4 a.m.
Are you? Hey, okay, Crizzle, man. Hey, that's a a bold statement, but yeah, we will just have to wait and see. And what's nice about MMA, you can't really predict the winner with your chest because upsets happen at any moment. So, yeah, man, Dricus did his thing. He won by technical knockout. I mean, he beat the shit out of the guy. And let's just wait and see, man. Of course, here is Sam saying Oksaya Rodriguez will lose to Izzy. That SAVN Nigerian vibe is showing. That's true. So make you a point.
So
Hey.
when is the fight going to be announced?
Nah, nah,
Maybe we'll go watch it. Yeah,
yeah. We'll wake up for it. Nah. So for
yeah.
boy. See, because it's it's gonna our country's gonna be very quiet during that period. Joburg, East
I
Joburg,
didn't want to say that.
yeah. Because your Mike Sako was nearby Peria, ne boy. Peria wasn't too far from this girl, ne? It wasn't.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, it
Yeah, it
wasn't.
wasn't. Even though you guys were on the bougie side of town, Houghton side, yeah, Pedazaki, Houghton, Nano. But I'm just saying the east side, your Perias, your Hillbros, and then a
I don't know
Teguini,
the front.
Sihle, but now appelang to
I taken
Pipias.
it, but there's a street called Point. That's
Yeah.
where they'd be watching the match.
Yeah, well, so it's gonna be at a standstill, you know what I mean? But I'm with Sam though. Like Izzy's a problem, bro. Style bender shine about it. Yo, enjoy game, style bender. Yeah. But of course, since you guys I see Mike is not he looks very not interested
He's
in
like, it's not an
MMA.
MMA thing.
Yeah, he's not interested. But like rugby, did you guys check out the rugby? That game was boring, let's be honest.
It's boring as it is. We
Yeah.
we went out and we proved a point.
I don't even think you.
Wow.
No. Australia ngathi feel nje. Since they kicked us out, angithi bapha bathi COVID. You guys have a lot of COVID cases. We don't want you guys to be a part of Super Rugby. Look now, bruh. Look now. Numbers are gone down. Profits are going down. The Northern Hemisphere were like, we are such huge fanatics of South African rugby. guys, please come and join us in the north. Yeah, well, Vegas by Nzeni on Saturday, dog. It was so one-sided. It was like we're watching SA versus Italy, you know. I got Italy. This is rugby. You see, this is
Well,
soccer.
you couldn't even go Fiji. You couldn't go Argentina.
No, not Argentina. Argentina has my boy.
Argentina is a decent team these days.
Yeah, they decent. They decent to Argentina, bro. Australia, dog, even our scrum, bruh. Like normally Australia could handle our physicality, but this time around, man, you know, it was just a one-sided game, man. I was so shocked at how poor they were. I was really like, wow, okay.
Nah, it sets the tone and the
Yeah.
level for the coming thingy for the coming season.
Yeah, Futiti now, right now, we weren't even playing our best team because we're trying out new formations, we're trying out new players. You know, some guys there, I don't know. Like there was a guy he's a flanker. I forgot his name. Khalid Oak, new to the team. You know, and then of course, our number 11, I forgot his name again. Sam, can you help me if you're in the comments? You know these guys' name word for word, but he was killing it. He scored a hat trick.
Did you see Eddie Jones's comments?
What did he say? Eddie?
I forgot that I can't swear. I think he had said he's going to be playing against South African B-side, the same B-side that knocked him. And one of the journalists asks him, "Oh, so how do you feel?" And then he turns around and he's like, "You don't have to be a smart ass, you know that, right?"
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, that's what happens when you have a big mouth.
Fucking hilarious. You need to watch it.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Hello, Eddie Jones is his medal. The last medal he won was when he was assistant to Jake White in 2007. Yeah, that's pretty much the only medal he'll ever achieve is if he comes and coaches South Africa. Maybe he becomes an assistant coach. Then Lapu's a winner. But he must forget, even in England in the 2019 World Cup final, we piped them. We tore them up to shreds. You know what I mean? And yeah, this is a comment from Sam. He says it was good to see the Springboks not play conservative rugby. We have skill. Pressure on the first team for New Zealand next week. And that's true, bro. Yeah, that is so true, bro.
It's going to be interesting with who proved to get into that starting lineup for thingy from this weekend. So that's going to be a very interesting one.
The number 11. Ketley Aronsa. Yeah. Yes. I know, Bana. As that was you see, even no Mapimpi, I mean, he played on Mapimpi's side. And of course, Mapimpi is he usually starts. And so at least now there's a strong
cover.
And cover. And he can also play right wing as well. So it all depends on Cheslin Kobe if he's back, because I think with Cheslin Kobe is our best finisher in my opinion, because he can actually he can sidestep like nobody's business. But yeah, it was a good weekend for sports. I also saw Verstappen, your favorite CKN, Max Verstappen. You know, Formula One is boring now, but let's be honest.
Starting to be boring. I think the only interesting part is that who is going for number 2. Because I can promise you right now, with what's going on at Red Bull, Checo is in trouble. I said it last week. This weekend, he didn't cover himself in glory. He's got a fast car.
Yeah.
But for some reason, something is not clicking. I mean, you can't have Max just cruising to number 1 and then he's fighting everyone. Checo should be number 2. But as is right now, Ferrari have decided, nah, fuck it. We're not interested in finishing second. So the race second, it's Aston Martin. I thought they were going to fight, but now we got off ramp. I don't know what the fuck is going on there. Lewis Hamilton and his team, that boy George, I don't know whether the pressure is getting to him. He thought he was walking into a championship car, and then he came in at the wrong time when the car was going down. So I don't know what's going on there. And then Albon.
Yeah. Alex Albon.
He belongs in a better team.
Yeah, no, he does. Yeah, and he knows how to drive Albon.
Yeah.
I also rate Albon. He should. I think they should promote him. Is he at AlphaTauri? Or which team is he in? Albon.
No, isn't it Williams?
Or is that Williams?
Yeah.
Williams. I think he should. He should be with Max. At
And then I think the team of the day for me is the McLarens. They got the strategy just right.
Because Lando finished second. It was that his first time ever finishing
in the podium. Yeah, first time in the podium. Now I'm thinking, I think so. But no, Piastri, he pulled up. He was there.
Yeah. I know he's on. It's always good to see new faces on the podium. It's just that right now it's just way too one-sided for me, and it's a bit boring. I won't lie. But I still watch anyway.
Oh, no choice. That's why you're watching your boy Alvarez on Wimbledon.
Yeah, not loyal, man. Hey. These kids, bro, I don't really rate them, bro. Until there's someone who can actually reach the heights of your Federers, Djokovic, and Nadal.
But Alvarez, both of them in one. Was it last year or the other year?
Yeah, in the I think in the US Open, because Alvarez won it at 19.
Yeah, it was in the US Open.
Yeah, at least to Alvarez in a Grand Slam, Yana. So I respect to Alvarez, but about Tsitsipas, these guys that tend to be overhyped a bit, because you can backhand like Federer.
I don't think Tsitsipas was overhyped. I think he's just a character. I think he's just a character.
He's an okay. He's man. I don't rate him highly.
I watch him for the flamboyancy that comes because he's unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen, and it's always good. It's always good in tennis to have it's unpredictable. Where he's shouting at the ref you never know.
But you see, for what though? You're shouting at them for what? Because you're getting your ass kicked. That's why you're shouting. There's
that other kid. He's from Africa somewhere, but now he represents America. His name will come to me. Yes.
Yeah, Typho. Yeah, he's in the top 10.
Yes.
Now. Yeah, impressive.
His stock price is on the up.
Yeah. But for me, until there's someone who can be consistent and start challenging Nadal, Djokovic,
you won't.
And until then, bro, I mean, it's just that's the standard I'm used to. You can't blame me for wanting more from these younger players, because when Nadal was a younger player, he was winning Grand Slams. Djokovic was winning Grand Slams. So was Federer. So it's high time that these kids also up their game. And is it 3 now?
Oh yeah, Siva.
I know it's late, guys. You are right. You're right. Hey, guys. Body heat, boy. Thank you so much, guys, for thank you so much for availing yourselves, gents. Guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. This is Crazy Sport, and we are
peace.
One of this guy is sleeping.